are RTS games making a massive comeback. And I say this because at the end of this year and also next year, you've actually got some big RTS titles coming out, such as one end of this year, you got Dawn of War Definitive Edition coming out. And I didn't actually play this, but I know Dawn of War, the first one, was, I think, one of the best ones, to be honest. So it's actually a good opportunity for me and anyone else who haven't played it to actually get back into this game and, give Dawn of War a try. And they're doing this because obviously next year Dawn of 4 is coming out, which does look really good. So I think they're hoping that a lot of people play the Definitive Edition and this year, and then they'll get Dawn of War 4 next year. So it's kind of like them reviving the series. But then as well, next year, you've also got like the Game of Thrones RTS game, which honestly looks amazing. Like, can you imagine like an RTS game in the Game of Thrones universe? There's just like endless options you can do. There can be so many like different factions, so many different units, so many different heroes. I think if this Game of Thrones RTS game turns out really good, it'll be one of the best RTS games ever. Because, as I said, they can just do so much with an RTS game in the Game of Thrones universe. Like, can you imagine like building units like dragons, these super units, or building like heroes like Jon Snow? It will just sort of be like Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth again, but I think even better. And then in between of all these new games coming out, you've also got Age of Empires 4 that are constantly releasing new DLC. This is a really good sign because it shows that there's still people playing Age of Empires 4 and they are still like constantly updating the game. And there are other RTS titles coming out, but they are sort of like the less popular games. And you never know, there could be some big RTS titles coming out they just haven't announced yet. And I'm really hoping for like a Halo Wars 3 like quite soon because I think we're due a Halo Wars 3. Halo Wars has never really been one of my favorite RTS games, but I just like it because it is like in the Halo universe. But what would be perfect is like a new Battle for Middle-earth game, or a Battle for Middle-earth 2 remastered, or a new Red Alert game, or a Red Alert 2 remastered. That does bring me on to something, to be honest. Like, do you remember Battle for Middle-earth Reforged? Like, that was supposed to be like some massive Battle for Middle-earth like game with features from Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2 put together, which pretty much turned out a whole scam. They closed all their Facebook down, their Discord, they don't upload anything onto YouTube, which is just a shame because honestly, so many fans were waiting for that to come out and so many fans actually donated to help, them release the game, and it just never got released. So I wonder where all that money went. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it will ever go back to like the golden era of RTS games when it was like peak Red Alert, peak Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth, peak Age of Empires. But to be honest, if Dawn of War 4 and this Game of Thrones game is really good, and also there's like a surprise big announcement like a Halo Wars 3, I think we're really on the right track of bringing RTS games back. I feel sorry for the people who've sort of missed out on that RTS generation. I mean, because I was young at the time, to be honest. I was only like, I don't know, early teenager. So the ones who grow up in gaming now will just have missed out on the golden era of RTS games. And RTS games back then were just so fun. To be honest, I don't really know what really killed RTS games. Maybe it was like the MOBAs, like League of Legends and all that, what killed them. Which, to be honest, I don't know why, because to me, they are totally different. I'm not into them sort of games, but I love RTS games. But let me know if I've missed any like really big RTS games or small RTS games, but look really good. And let me know your thoughts on all of this. Like, are you excited for Game of Thrones next year? Or are you excited for Dawn of War? And are RTS games making a return? Let me know your thoughts.